you guys go out and you drive, you know when you're going somewhere, there's certain landmarks, there's certain points of references that are synonymous with everyone who takes that route, right?
Yes, yes.
So there's like I-95, there's an exit sign, there's a merging traffic sign. And I say this to say that I gave my wife every direction that she couldn't figure out because she couldn't see those things on the route. Now, mind you,
Exactly.
after a brief encounter, I had to change the way I gave directions for her to get direction the way she needed.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I want you to think, and I say this because it relates to the same thing. We go down a road, we're expecting this to go. We are full speed ahead. We're going on our dream and our journey and our process.
All right. Grand Rising, everybody. Hang out with us. Listen to the story.
But who's saying the journey is where the end of the line is where you're supposed to be? That's more exactly what I'm trying to say. It is the end of the line as important as the journey that you're taking. And then the steps that you're learning along the journey. Because in the conversation that I had with my wife, the journey I had to come to was, I can give her directions to follow. 2, I wasn't listening. I was not listening. Now, I'm going to say this because I want you guys to get something. Sometimes God sends messages out. He sends messages to you because there's something he wants you to get. And sometimes we're so hard-headed we don't hear the message. You don't hear the message because you're in your way of thinking. You're in your plan.
All right.
Not your plan for what you want, the way you see it going, and how it's going to end up, because you said that's the way it's going to go.
That's right.
Now, I want you to get all that has merit.
Yes, it does.
But the journey is far more important than the destination. The journey is always important because the journey allows you to fortify yourself for what you have to come forward, that you're coming forward.
Exactly.
If that makes sense to you. All that he encountered, all that he dealt with.
Mr. Thomas on the roll today, y'all.
Getting to the journey. You got a message.
We're going to play the message.
Grand Rising, this is Celestia Valdez, Grand Rising Galvin.
Yes.
On the landmark thing as far as directions go and whatnot, okay, so yes and no. Yes, that was something that would make sense to you because
Go ahead, Miss Shelby. Go ahead, Miss Shelby. Make it make sense.
Like a boy a lot of times, or a male.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and men usually do directions as far as with landmarks, or like there's a school or there's a popular food place.
She wasn't even there.
Either go by street name.
She wasn't even there, and she knows.
Or cardinal directions. Well, all the directions. North, northwest, south, southwest, east, whatever.
That's all I was saying, y'all. Some simple directions. That's all I was saying. All right. And can I speak to that? Grand Rising Sister, thank you so much for coming in, because that's exactly what I was talking about. My husband did not hear himself last night say to me that when giving me instructions on landmarks, that he was speaking of a movable, removable landmark. That was not a landmark. That fancy van could have been gone by the time I needed to get there. And not only that, I hadn't seen any of it anyway. So let me get to the nitty gritty. Do you mind if I kind of hone in on the message last night, Al, and today? Do you mind if I can hone in on this message from yesterday and today, Alvin?
Come there, you're welcome to be on the platform. You're allowed to.
All right, I hope y'all don't mind. I literally just started streaming and hello, baby. And we on Clapper twice. Let's go. So Grand Rising, everybody, we're about to get this going. Why? Because I think this speaks to more than one thing. And I think my husband we kind of still playing it down because he's trying to realize something. It's gonna take him a little bit. He's catching on. But we've got to become more aware who we speak to, who we're speaking to. When we're speaking, we got to be able to listen as well as speak. We got to be able to hear ourselves say words to others, and before it comes out our mouths, be clear that what we say is for them, not for us. Because it's them we are trying to get something from. You trying to get your message to me. So it has to fall on my ears in a way that actually gives me something to use to be of use to you. You know how many times we be in relationships with people speaking to ourselves? Because the person on the other side they don't get the blessing of understanding, of context. Prime example for me, how I had to learn this process is I make assumptions, and I didn't even know that about myself, y'all. I didn't even know I make assumptions because sometimes when someone invites me and my family to stuff, I forget to tell my family. And we go into something they didn't plan. And then it comes close to the day and they go, well, why you said you was invited? We was invited. When did we get invited? We forgot. I accepted on behalf of my family, like they asked me or they said it was okay because I make assumptions. So this was an exercise in building new relationship and communication skills. Because baby, if you want people to talk to you, remember who they are thinking about first. This is called effectiveness. Too many people I don't want to be like I don't want to be the weak one in the conversation. Sweetie, you don't be vulnerable. You can't get what you want from that relationship. You can't get what you want out of it. We talk about relationships with people. Oh, she ain't good enough for me. Well, my question is why are you still there? Oh, he ain't good enough for me. Well, wait a minute. Whose job is for them to keep themselves in your life? Too many people think that relationships are about them. You remember why you were with the one you wanted to be with? Why you chased the girl? Why you was hoping he would talk to you? And you was like, oh, I hope he talks to me. I want him to be my man. So you did all this stuff. You did the hair, was working out, doing everything you had to do to get the man. But now he's in your life and he ain't good enough no more. My question is what the hell did he have to do in the first place? It was you doing all the damn work because you wanted him in your life. Remember when you were in a relationship and even in conversation, remember who asked for this. You asked for this. You brought people into your world. So it is upon you to be clear that you care for them when they are there. If you care to keep them, it is not on them to make themselves worthy of being with you. They didn't ask you. And even if you married them, you are there in your marriage, in your life where you are because you asked for that. You asked for it. Ain't nobody go out there, beat you over the head and say, come marry me. You gonna be my woman. You gonna be my man. When you wake up every morning in that day and you turn around and you say, God, thank you for giving me this day. And the people in it you put there, everybody want to jump the fucking gun. So like, y'all want to jump the broom, then jump the gun and leave. Well, guess what happens? You the same person that can't be fulfilled because you weren't satisfied in the first damn place. And it had nothing to do with anybody else. It comes from a lack of knowing thyself. No one on this planet was ever created for your happiness. The only one that qualifies what is happy is you. And it has been that day since you were a kid. You were the one who decided what you were going to do. When Inky Johnson, that little boy, said, sir, you can't be right because I've been preparing for this since I was 7 years old, living in a household with 14 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. And he then told him, you'll never play again. He said, you're wrong. Because the game of life is not the thing you're doing this minute. The game of life is the whole thing till you die. It all counts. Everything he did from a child, running on the hard pit, back and forth, racing his cousin, saying, we're going to be in NFL at 7 under the street light. Asking his mother to hold up the car. Mom, I can't leave. She comes after going to work at Wendy's all day so that little boy can come home, but she can't leave because her son believes that he's going to have a scholarship when he is 10 or 12. And he finally got an opportunity to play on the team. And he says, Mom, we're going to the NFL. We're going to play Pro Bowl. I'm going to NFL. I need you to stay in because I'd rather run up a couple of plays because so I can be ready for tomorrow. Mom said, no problem, baby. She turned on them lights and he kept running. So when they told him that he was going, that he got to the pinnacle, got them all out, that no, you couldn't keep going. He said, no, sir, something's, you don't understand. Just like he told that cop that was talking to him of his cousin about being 7 and running up and down on them streets, that you was never going to college and that you was never going to be anything because that's not what happened to kids in this neighborhood. See, he kept telling people what his future was going to be. He didn't accept that the things he wanted for the people that he wanted was going to happen because he wanted it. He had no other belief system, no other belief system. If you get anything from that at all, if you are struggling in your marriage, if you are struggling in your life, if you are struggling with your school, your job, your finances, or anything else that God has given you today for, I guarantee you, give it what you believe and it will happen. That is not just for Inky Johnson. That young man can't play ball no more, but he is making sure that others never give up. He is speaking. He has new ball players. He is actually teaching he's infusing his spirit into other players. They pay that man to do that. Because you ain't never seen a life player like Inky. And we need more of him to go around and be a life player. How many of us give up after one thing happened? You fall trip at your job and now you down forever. Now you ain't got no life. Now, let's see. How many of these guys, now some people, they use the system. I ain't gonna lie. But that's the Inky part. Get up off your ass. So what, your legs don't work? Your brain works fine. Your mouth, everything works fine. Wake the hell up. Because Inky said, God didn't just want me to play the game. He wants me to play the game of life. He gave me the life. He gave me the energy to play the game of life. I'm a heal. I'm going to get together. And you know what? I ain't going to stop. Inky never played again. But he ain't stopped being a team player. He ain't stopped being the most valuable player on the team. He's still doing it today. And he's creating most valuable players. How much you think that's worth? Guys, what can you do? What are your skills? What you doing with your life? You got more opportunity, technology, access, knowledge than ever has been in all of creation. You live in you literally live in the Jetson days compared to the 70s, just 30 years ago. I'm sorry, 50. 50 years ago, we are living in what's contributed to being the Jetsons age. And I need y'all to realize something. You here. You woke up this morning, got put on this morning, and what you doing with it? What you doing with it? How are you making a difference in the world you live in? Who you moving? Who you serving other than yourself? Everybody's stuck in this hole. I'm depressed. I'm going through this. I'm going through that. You know what you have time to do? You have time to go through stuff. When you ain't got no time is when you doing something for somebody other than yourself. And I'm not talking about your selfish ass spouses. I'm not talking about your little, that's still you. That's your personal drama. Get the hell out your own way. Go do something so you ain't got time to see their ass and go through drama. I'm busy making life happen. You're welcome to join me anytime you're ready. I don't got time for your nonsense. See, that's the thing. If you have personal drama, you got time because you're making time. But what you doing? Where you putting your time at? Anybody out there in the world know you exist for a reason? What you moving? You broke? What you guys go? Let's go look at some things you could do about being broke. Because I can tell you, you can scroll all you want. The key to being broke is all over these social medias. Every time I can show you how to make it this, I can show you how to make it that. But my question is can they show you how to grow it, keep it, and keep it long-term growing? None of them say that. If I showed you how to make $600,000 in 1 year, what would happen to that money after that? Oh, I'm gonna keep going. You don't have a clue. You need financial literacy. If I showed you how to cure your body, gave you a cure and said, take this for 6 months, it will clean up everything and it will reverse cancer 6 months straight. Just take this. When you eat your food, just do yourself a favor. Start looking at eating healthy food because this stuff is going to work even better and faster. You dying, got illness in your body. I give you something to cure you for 6 months. You take that, take it again. What's going to happen after 6 months? You know what happens to human beings? We get comfortable with we being well. We forget it takes maintenance. You don't need financial money. You don't need money literacy. You need financial literacy. It's a distinct difference. There is the distinct difference because it comes with a process of maintenance and long-term strategies for you to have a life, not some money. Same thing with relationships. Takes a long-term strategy. You have to build relationships with people by observing your interactions. If she says this pisses me off, why are you still doing it? Why don't you listen to yourself so this stuff not coming out your mouth again? If she says think before you speak, what you doing? Why are we still doing this after a while? You know what's going to stop happening? She's going to stop listening to you. She never stopped loving you. She can't speak to you. You don't listen to her. And when you don't listen to the one that you asked to be there, you don't have them anymore. Because in relationships, it's on you to maintain what you want, not them. You maintain your spouse being with you. You maintain they keep coming. By the way, that does not mean taking care of lazy ass people who all they want to do is take while you give. See what I'm saying? Because you have maintenance as well. And it's so funny that when you take good care of a person and they are capable and you allow them to just take care of themselves and you take care of yourselves, and it ultimately comes together that we are taking care of each other. That's how you see all these happy-go-lucky couples and people who are really excited and happy about life, and you be wondering, what's going on there? What's happening? Right? Right? You'd be wondering about that beginning relationship. That's why they got that 7-year itch. You know where the 7-year itch comes from? It comes from you not knowing whether or not you know how to keep a promise over time. That itch comes from whether or not you hold higher value and esteem for what you have, or you compare it to stuff that you ain't got. See, sweetie, let me share something with you. If someone put up with your ass, keep you in a specific way of life, and is doing all they can to maintain your relationship, at what point do you get tired of that? You know what's going on? You're the taker. You are the taker. Feel kind of weird, don't it? When you get the itch to go somewhere else, you're the taker. Oh yeah. they ain't doing what they got to do for me. This ain't enough. I want more. I got to have this. I got to have that. Okay, you can have it. You can have all the extra that you like, but in any relationship, wherever you are, do know this. And y'all say, remember, Miss Ruby said this. Just let's be straight about it. Miss Ruby said this. You the taker, baby. You the user. Yes, you are. You know how you're the user? Because see, the thing about it is you asked for that person to be with you in your life. They didn't force their way into your life. And some people do, don't get it twisted. Some people force their way into your life, and then here we go. They got a reason they want to take. They come to take. You don't have to be with a taker. You still have the right to choose. But when you keep saying you chose somebody who's using you, you kind of got to realize you have a choice in that. So take responsibility and move your ass. Because you're not choosing that anymore. You're not choosing it anymore. See, when you come to understand that this is not what I want, guess what? Be responsible. That's all you really have to do is be responsible. Say, you know what? This is not for me. Be with people keep thinking that because you're married, it's a life sentence. It's like, oh my God, you're married, so you know you can't this, you can't that. I will tell you right now, marriage is not built on someone's book or idle ideas. It's built around what the two people who got married decided is. I know y'all went to church and they said we this and we that, and there was a vow and there was a this. Get over yourself. That shit don't work in reality. That's not how real marriage works. And take wedding, you take couple after couple after couple, and they'll let you know keeping up with that bullshit is ridiculous. That's not real. Don't go get married because you think things are going to start working out a better way. Or they're going to go perfect like this plan some person told us we need to have. That's not how it works, my loves. You're a human being, a whole human being. You a whole person. Before you met that person, you was a whole person. You could make choices and decisions for this whole person. And guess what? You've been doing that since day one. It ain't never stopped. And guess what? Life is going how you do, how you decide. It's not going how someone else decides. Every step, the hardship, the pain, everything, the happiness, the elation, joy, sexual stimulation, all came from you. That person ain't do crap for you. Oh, baby, you sexy today. And I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And guess what? Who cares? Because all that stuff wears off. What happens when we ain't sexy, we got these kids, this household got to go, keep moving? Is that person still making you happy? They're not working at this time and they feel depressed or whatever, and they're going through some stuff, and you kind of doing all of the lion's share of the work, and you tired and you can't deal with the fact that this, that, and the other. But my question is, are you still there? Is this person still the person you love and want to be in your life? And people, the first thing they say is, he ain't this and he ain't that, and there's another man talking to me. User. Yeah, you a user. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you can't work it out in your life together, sometimes you work it out to just separate because you need a breath. You need to take time away. There ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all. It's called being a human being. But we're not here to jump in and out of things because you still got the same problem. You were the problem in the get-go. This person got here by you. This is what you were open to. You brought this in. And how it went was you. But now, Miss Ruby, you can't tell me that. It's not my fault. They were mean. They were cruel. They were this. They were that. Gotta ask the question. Who kept opening the door? Move. Get an order of protection. Do something. Put that ass straight. And I mean it. Because until you step up and you start doing something about this life you have and let people know, put them on notice. The old shit ain't here no more for you. Ain't none of that available for you. That's not available. Anybody that will force their self at you and you don't want that, oh, we got things for them. You understand where I'm coming from? And you don't have to be a victim. All you got to do is start stepping up. Same thing with poverty. That's still a position you keep choosing. You broke, broke is your choice. Ain't nobody make you broke. Oh, my boss this and my boss that. Sweetie, I teach people how to get themselves a raise without their boss every day. So you right now, just lip service. I don't need to multi-level market you into something. There's too much opportunity out here. But when you get out of that bull crap conversation that somebody else got power over you, you wait and just sit back because you're gonna see some stuff. Some things are gonna come clean to you. Some people gonna come into your life. Some folks you're gonna meet them, and guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be like, yo, where you been all my life? It's not where you've been, it's where you been. Where I've been since my life was out here. All of this is available to me. What? Because you got away from what was not for you. How many times we want to chase something that's somebody else's? I love that my husband used that video with Inky. He wasn't chasing what other people said. He was chasing what he believed. He said, we need this. This is all that's got to happen. What do you need? And that's all that's got to happen. Say that to yourself. Ask yourself today, what do I and my family need right now? And that's all that's going to happen. As God is my witness, word is bond on me. That's going to happen. We don't talk like that no more. Y'all out here worried about what's in your head. Get the hell out your head and go service somebody. That's how the world works. That's what changes your destiny. That's what puts you in control. Because right now you don't have control. You have a bunch of things and people who are in control of everything because you keep saying this, day, and that. Grow up. Life's not fair. You have to do the work. Otherwise, the work is you. Somebody doing the work. Somebody getting some work in your life. I can't believe I've been talking this long. Guys, look, Grand Rising. Look, I'm letting you know right now. I'm not a preacher and I'm not preaching to you. I'm telling you, it's been inside you all the time. Get in that mirror and you have that Inky Johnson conversation with yourself. It's on. It's time to be on. Today, not later, not in a little while. Go get you a mirror, okay? And start talking to the only one that matters in your life. You. And when the things you want are in your life, you'll take care of them. You get where I'm coming from? You'll stop waiting for the things to take care of you. You'll take care of you. My husband just got relieved from my happiness. I think he just got clear that I don't require him to be happy. He does not have to run around like my clown. We've been together for 30 years. That's exhausting. And I refuse. I gave up on being his clown a long time ago. You on for the ride, brother. I'm taking care of business best I can, and I'm rolling up because this is how individuals who want something, this is what they have to offer their families. Everything you do is what you have to offer. And stop trying to get them to participate. You still trying to make people do something? Stop. I am building a future, one that I get to live in. Everybody said, oh, the kids and the children. You still here. What you mean the kids? What you mean the future? That's your future. How you living? Who is it that you're living in? What is it that you're doing with yourself in time? And when are you going to choose you? Because that's the person you stop choosing. That's the individual you let go of. You let the world determine what you can have. And you told yourself, oh, this is where I live. This is how I am. This is how it is. This is what everybody's got. No, it's not. I had to come to that myself. You know, I'll tell you right now, I live in the hood, but the hood is a plan now. It's not the destination. When we go for good because where we going belongs to us and it's to be cultivated for other things. And people tell me, my sister tells me, you said you was moving a whole lot. You said this. I don't move when you say I move. I don't move when you think I'm ready to go. I move when the plan that's built around my life works. And guess what? I got big plans, so I'm preparing. I'm revving up, getting things together. And get this, God is in alignment with my measures, so energy falls in my space. When you gonna let God drop energy in your space to move and stop being so, baby, I ain't gonna lie, I woke up tired this morning. My husband was like, I didn't hardly get any sleep. I think what something happened is I ate last night a little bit late. Excuse me, y'all. I ate a little too late. I ain't gonna lie. Because I hadn't realized the time, and I had, sometimes you just keep going. I was working on something and we were talking, and I got back and forth, and I looked up, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what the heck am I thinking? I'm shutting stuff off, and I don't ask me why I just, put a couple of things in my mouth. I don't do that, doesn't do my body any good. So I have to, I have to be mindful. That's when I was in that mindless space. I work on mindful every day. That's a goal of mine. Mindful thinking, mindful eating, mindful speaking. First and foremost, my mindful communications. How is it going to land? And listening for results. I'm not just speaking. I don't talk to you just to talk. And anyone who knows me, anybody who's talked to me understands how my conversation rolls. It rolls more like, how are you? How's things going? What do you desire? I share what I do, don't get me wrong. I like to share big and great things. But you know what I love to share? You. I love to see people light up inside and figure out which part of that conversation is your favorite thing. Because that's the thing we're going to talk about. That's the thing we're going to cultivate. That's the thing we're going to go in and we're going to get team on. Or if some people say gang on, and we going after that. Let's go. Because I'm a team player for everybody on my teams. Every team I play on, we winning together. I don't need to be your quarterback. I'll do whatever it takes to run you down that, because I'm running too. That reason we even able to get here is because I'm running too. And there's a way and a space made for all of us. See, guys, it's time to stop looking at our differences and start really working on those similarities. Working on the stuff that we can do together. But you got to look at you. I'm looking at me, you looking at you. So by the time we come to a conversation, I'm going to get to know who you are. You're going to get to know who I am. And we are going to keep running on these things. We don't always run at the same pace, which is why I decided to do what Inky did. I got a network. That man built a network around him. He built a network. Because without it, what could he do? Without the network. And God put that in his place. He said, well, maybe this is not the portion. You got this far. I need you to see you bigger than that. This is where we're going to go the next time. You didn't die for a reason. When you hit that ground, you didn't die for a reason. They caught that in time for a reason. God said, I put that in plan. So let's keep it going. Don't let go to energy. Don't let go to energy. Don't be anything less. Let's still go. We still running. Inky said, God still got plans for me. We still running. Be counting me out because I don't let nobody do that. God's got me. He's shown me. I know what it's about. This ain't over. He woke me up. He let me live. Oh, you let me live. That's all. It's all over now. It's all over now. You let me live today. It's all over now. It's on. And that is how today works for everybody. If you here listening, it's on. Take it on and see what happens. Say it out loud. You by yourself. Don't get embarrassed. You listening from where you at. Say it out loud. It's on. See what starts to arise in you. See what starts to starts fizzling in your mind, fizzling in your spirit. Your whole body turns on. When you get game day ready for yourself, it's on, y'all. We winning today. And you wake up a little more every day. We do this program 3 times a week because we knew that we needed this kind of conversation. Breakfast with the Thomases is this kind of conversation. Breakfast with the Thomases was much needed for the Thomases. So we took it to everybody to say, come on, sit down at the table. Because I know we ain't the only ones out there. Now, before I go on, I'm gonna pop these bubbles, and I gotta say thank you for everybody who's been listening. Look, sometimes I get out there.
And
Go ahead,
so
sis.
we as a woman see it ourselves, or it's something that is.
Oh,
persistent
she's
and
Al's
constant,
Al's
constant.
car.
Like a parking spot next to a certain car, like a limo, that's not something that's gonna stay constant. That's something that could either change.
She's talking about the
periodically
car
or change.
that my
So
husband tried to
it
give me
may
directions
not-
around
it
a
may
car
stay
that was
tree
there.
Because the tree's not gonna move. So like the limo, I'm sure is gonna have a venue or a wedding or.
To go
something, you
to,
know.
exactly. Thank you, Miss Shelby. Oh my God, thank you, Miss Shelby. Oh my God, let me pop this bubble. I'm popping the bubbles for the conversation.
Well, Miss Ruby, let's not go there.
We got rating it. Oh Lord. That was fake, boo boo. We know a fake one. We're women. We can get it.
Cause it wasn't about ourselves, it was about us. It wasn't about me, it wasn't about him. It wasn't about him, it wasn't about her. It was about us.
When someone says it was about us, I want to just observe this one thing. I want you to take on another view of that. Your relationships are never an us. Us does not exist. And I need us to recognize that. My husband and I are not an us. My husband and I are Alvin and Ruby. We are two individual people who make choices and decisions for ourselves. We have agreements. My husband and I have a legal agreement. We actually have a contract. It's called the marriage license. That's all it is. You have an agreement with someone. And there is no us, my darling. You were not born as an us. So us can't exist. Us is an agreement. And when that agreement is out, you have to recognize it's time to move on and make decisions and choices of life and stand on them. You know how hard this is to be the one that's my oldest daughter is 28 years old. I have been the enforcer since they were born. My husband is a wimp when it comes to little girls. I love my husband, don't get me twisted, but that man they kept him twisted around his little finger. Yes, they did. Their daddy. Okay. Their daddy was their daddy. And you would swear I had 3 kids in here because I had to discipline my kids. But I also had to realize that there are no us's in life. That's a mentality that takes you out of being an individual and fully responsible for what goes down. You now made them responsible for this relationship. They now made you responsible for this relationship. Is that how life works? Do you have control over another person? So how the hell can there be an us? What you have is an agreement. When us as people, the general, everybody, when we look at our lives, guess what we do as a large group of people? Guess what? The individual gets this, but groups don't, because we've been taught that the group makes decisions and everybody's on board. That's a lie. That is a lie. That doesn't even happen in our elections. Okay. That doesn't happen outside of self. Once you start to really understand your role in your life, the role on the planet, your life being this important thing that was meant to create something before you die and it's done forever, you begin to wonder why we don't work. I was in a relationship at one time, and the person, when my husband and I split up, I just happened to have a great little relationship came along, and it wasn't the one. Because the person I was talking to kept asking me, well, why we don't work? You just said it. We don't work. Because you've chosen that we don't work. And I know people like, she's confusing. No, let me straighten it out for you. We're going to walk straight line now. What we were you born with? When you came out of the womb, what we were you born with? Even if you were a twin, coming into this world, you are not connected. Your whole heart, mind, and spirit. See, brains and everything cannot be connected. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I hope you get it. The decisions for your individual self, your happiness, your wealth, anything that happens in your life is individualized. There is no person that can control that. And you don't want that. You also do not want to control another person or be responsible for controlling another person. So take yourself out of the we, out of the us. Your relationships are agreements, conscious ones. Otherwise, they were emotional attachments and you're codependent. Look it up. That's something that you have to work on as an individual to stop being codependent. You have to learn. This is just information. This is not mental health. I'm not doing psychiatry or psychology. Look this up for yourself. It's information. You codependent when you're not independent. If everything is a us or a we, that's a problem. I say that as a business because that's a position for my company. I am an individual. I make things happen or not. When I have a we is when I'm working in my company and what we do as a company. When it comes to my husband and I've learned to speak for myself and about myself. I learned to stop speaking on behalf of my family and consult them with their permission to speak for them. So they can't possibly be a we if I have to get permission to speak on behalf of someone else. We got to start making this make sense because some of us are going through stuff way too long under the wrong impressions. And we could cure ourselves in an instant if we understand exactly how this all really truly works. You are not living out your intentions, not you, Miss Shelby, I'm speaking in general. You're not living out your intentions because you're stuck in a we that somebody doesn't want to be in. You need to decide that there is not a we, there is me. And when someone wants to come together, they will make an agreement. And love is an agreement you make every single day. It's a choice you keep making every day. If you decide it ain't happening today, it ain't happening today. That's how it really works. You have to decide every day. I love my husband because I choose to today. Yesterday, I may not have loved him so much. As a matter of fact, I always love him because that's me. I have the love of God in me. I love you all the time. I may not like you today. I may not want to be around you today. I may be disappointed with you today. See, that's my state. You have to pick and choose your state of being and stick with that. And let that be the thing you're doing. Let that define who you are. Because that's how you chosen to be. Stop talking about how people made you. I'm protecting my heart. From who? Your heart is yours. Who the hell has any access? But who you give it? Who the hell else can tell you what anything that this, that, and the other than you? How many times did you ignore your parents when they told you to do something? How much trouble did you get into when you was a teenager? Because your ass know that if you don't want to do it, you always don't do it. If you want to do it, then you do it. Now you all grown, and now y'all depressed. Cause somebody. Get over yourself. Grow up and grow forward. It's always been you. None of the good or the bad has ever not been you. And some of these things are ugly. I'm sorry. It's ugly. Some of these things y'all ain't gonna like to hear. But remember this. You heard it here. You on Breakfast with the Thomases with Mr. Thomas and Mrs. Thomas. You're welcome to come to this table as long as you're willing to get a dose of reality of who you are. And then we come to resolution. How to resolve. We're going to sit down and talk about that. Look, I can't get into it, but if you want to talk about it, y'all going to hit us up on the back chat and find out what's going on. We got one more bubble. Hi, baby. Let me see. I got one more message from my baby girl.
About like moderating wise, maybe, as far as pressing these bubbles up, because I sound so retarded right now
Girl,
from saying something that I said way earlier.
it's okay, baby. I ain't moderating. I'm gonna hear everything you got to say, sis. I love you. I'm gonna share something with y'all. There is no craziness. Y'all want to talk? You want to say what you guys say? I got a lot of people putting stuff up here in Spanish, but I'm glad y'all can hear me. I'm gonna share something. Oh, we got some people out here who's trying to get over on my what you call it? Y'all want to have all the women or the men talking to you. You want to reach out and y'all want to do your little sex talk. Go ahead. Put it up there. Thank you. I need the attention. But the bottom line, you still living a life of hell because you putting up nonsense, looking for somebody to pay you attention or pay you some money for your ass. Hate to tell you this. Right now, I'm about to go make some money. And some of y'all can see my messages this morning because I don't have time for y'all. I'm going to go make money without selling my ass. Because, see, that's what we come together for, Breakfast with Thomases. You want to drop a nonsense message? How about you say, Miss Ruby, how do we make some money? How do I build up some finance? Get to know what P2G stands for, because it actually stands for pennies to gold. That's where you come. You come to a platform where we believe in building from very small, every part of your life. Everything that you want comes from the ground, comes from a seed. Something so damn small can lead to a tree that can feed you the rest of your life. And a tree is you. But if you want to keep putting up the nonsense, go ahead. I'm still talking. This thing ain't recording on Clapper. This video is gonna be gone. But I'm also streaming for the people who matter, who care. I haven't talked to my audience on YouTube in a while, and right now y'all are on Clapper, YouTube, and stereo at the same time. So, baby, thank you for sitting in with us, Miss Shelby, Brother Black Casper, and we had a few people popping in and out. I think I do appreciate y'all coming and sitting in for a listen and just checking out what's going on. Sometimes this happens. People come and go, but we hope we give y'all something of value to go on because we love you. And we want you to know inside, I don't care if nobody has ever said this to you or has said it to you today. I love you. And I am sincere with the love of God. Someone on this planet has stated that they love and care for you. And I don't care who you are, how you are. You deserve it. You deserve it. You didn't do anything for it, but you can't take it off. You can't tell me I can't love you. See, that's the power I have to do whatever I want. And you can't do nothing. Nah. Go ahead. We're going to pop this bubble and Al, you go ahead and take it. Oh, my bad. Let me get that back up.
Hey, Mr. Fireman.
Oh, Lord. I got to get you something, girl. I got to get you something. We out here in New York. I live next door to the fire department, and this woman is in love with the fire department. She loves some firemen. Thank you so much for the people who came through on Clapper, those who joined us for a while. Salty Coffee, we see you, babe. We see you, Miss Wanda. Let's go, let's go. We got some folks on. I'm about to go check out Bliss show in a minute. Do his thing. He's doing his thing. I got some folks on multiple platforms, and then I got to get some work done because, like I said, I'm going to make me some money, y'all. It's time to go. And I love you all. I want you to remember, no matter where you are, this life is for you. If you were waking up this morning, this life is for you. Go ahead, Mr. Thomas. I love you. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm chilling now.
Yep. Awesome conversation, fellow. He jumped up on the soapbox and I said, okay, that means I'm sit back and let the soapbox run now. So go ahead.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Right.
Hey, everybody. Grand Rising.
Inky Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's the truth.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. Inky Johnson is just the truth. This is Mental Wellness Monday.
Mental Wellness Monday, y'all in the house.
It's Wednesday and work it out Wednesday. But know this.
Hello, darling.
The choices you make are your own.
That's
the
right.
Journey is far more important than the destination. And I want to thank all you guys for being on here with us today. Brad Casper.
Thank you.
Miss Shelby.
Hola.
Medicine, I see you just jump in the room.
Medicine.
Rock 69.
Yes, Medicine.
Over here on Clapper. Thank you for joining.
Oh, goodness. Ooh, my bad.
Ms. Camilla, thank you very much, but no, I don't want to go to a private room with you.
Oh, God.
Stop putting that up, please. Thank you very much. And know this is the month of September.
Yes.
We have a master class coming on September.
Woo, we have a master class, y'all.
We have
We
tonight,
have a master class.
the DFL Digital Financial Literacy at 7 o'clock. If you want to know about financial literacy and you want to get your game on and you want to know what you can really do about the money that you make and so you keep more of it, keep more of what you have, come check us out tonight. Hit us up in the back chat. Tap the link and tap the link above us, go right to the.
Okay, don't forget to go to the Wealth Conglomerate. The Wealth Conglomerate, if you're on one of my platforms, I'll make sure that you get it.
Once again, welcome to Breakfast with Thompson. I'm the Gold Banker. You are on here with Ms. Ruby and myself. And we are on 3 platforms. Clapper Twice, Stereo One, and we will be back here on Wednesday doing it all over again for you. Peace and blessings, and we're out of here.
All right, and I just completed with Clapper. Thank you so much. I just completed with Clapper. Thanks, guys. Blessings. Mwah. Love you, Menacence. I see you, bro. Check out the story. Check out the program. Run the replay. See you soon. Peace and love. And with that, my YouTube family, we just completed Breakfast with the Thomases on 3 platforms. This is the first for a while. I thank you all for joining us and being in the space with us. We hope that you guys got a lot out of today. This is what we do every day, every other day during the week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. And I'll see if I can practice this a little more, get some backgrounds, different backgrounds and cool stuff. My living room is a total mess because we just came from a weekend event. So you can't see it until, you know what I'm saying, until I get together. But at the same time, we want you guys to realize that life is big out there. You've got lots in store. And just make yourself bigger. If you feel like something or someone else has power over you, remove it. Remove it because those are your feelings. That's all it is. It's a feeling and it came from you. And if you have someone physically who is impressing their lives or their power over you, get help. We have resources and reach out. I'm serious. If you know anyone who is dealing with domestic violence or needs some sort of intervention, we actually have we have a response team to that. All you got to do is reach out. That's why we make it available. And in that, I have to say thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. We'll see what we can do to make this video the